Hey guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here, and today in this video we're going to be taking a look at an on-ice test of brand new pairs of 100k Pro Skates, AS3 Pro Skates and also FT4 Pro Skates from CCM. The idea behind this is to get them fresh out the box, no baking, no breaking in, sharpened, all the same size, all the same width, to see if there's a difference between what you can feel on the ice, and to see if Tommy can pick out which one is his favorite and maybe rank them a little bit to give us a bit of insight into what types of players are best suited for each types of skates. So before we jump into the video, make sure that you thumbs up and you make sure that you're subscribed, because a bunch of you that watch our videos aren't subscribed. So thumbs up and subscribe so you can stay up to date with what we post, and let's just jump into this video.
We're back with the CCM, the top 3 spec CCM skates. I'm looking forward to it. I've worn a pair of AS3s before, but the FT4s and 100Ks I've never touched, and I'm looking forward to getting them on.
If you had to guess, if there was a pair of skates there that would be the ones that are going to scream out to you, any ideas?
I had a pair of 80Ks before and they were very comfortable and I really liked them, but if the 100Ks are similar to them, then maybe them, but I'm not too sure. I'm going in open-minded and seeing if one of them can take the top spot off of my Hyperlights. Very nice, very comfortable. The same as the Ribcors. They were, in my eyes, very comfortable and very supportive around your ankle. Obviously they're the first ones, so I don't know, I can't compare them to any of these yet because I haven't worn them. And comparing them to my skates I'm wearing now, to the Hyperlights, when I first put my Hyperlights on, they were very hard to skate in. I don't know whether that was because they were Bauer or the skate. They felt a bit off of me. But it almost felt like being back at home in my CCMs, you know? They felt easy to skate in, I was used to them straight away. A little bit of discomfort on the ankle, but I think personally where there's so much padding around that ankle, as soon as it's molded around your foot, they're gonna feel like a slipper almost. So these were very nice. I do like these.
So while you're taking off that skate, what are we going with next?
We are going with the FT4s, or the FT4 Pro, sorry. Because Chris always moans at me for that.
Nice. Alright, we'll try those.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so we just got done using the FT4 Pros. Very nice skates, as Chris has told me before or already, that they're the speed skate. You can definitely feel that when using them, you know, they're so much easier to just, you know, they're light. You can feel that they're made for the speed.
They are actually the lightest out of all 3, so good catch.
Thank you. I know my skates. Anyway, if we then go on to comparing them to the 100Ks, you can definitely feel that the 100Ks are more of like the agility skate. Chris has already told me that, but you can feel it, you know? You can feel the stopping and starting and going, it's easier. You can feel it, you don't need to, or I can personally, you know, and those 2 skates definitely fit my game the most, you know. I like to be fast, you know. Obviously everyone knows you have to change direction real fast in hockey and offense to defense all the time, so those two skates are definitely up there as the top two.
How are the tongues and the liners and foams inside the skates? How do they compare?
I don't know how many of you have actually had ribcors, but everyone knows ribcors have always had so much support around the ankle. The FT4s, they have a little bit less padding. I wouldn't say it's massive amount, like less, but it's a little bit, it's feelable, if that makes sense. You can feel it has a little bit less padding. And I guess that all depends on personal preference, how much padding you want around your ankle, how much you don't. With the tongues, I felt like the ribcore ones felt a lot more protective, and like you could feel it when striding. You mean, you can see it in the skate, they've got ridges. And what I'm assuming is that's for almost like a little bit of flex in the, as you're striding. I know it has the whole flex tendon thing, but personally I can't feel it. I didn't feel any difference in any of the tendons between the FT4s, Pros and the 100Ks. You can just see it, look how much padding is in there. It's almost like they've still got the Reebok pump without the pump, which is brilliant. I mean, the Reebok pumps were so comfortable, you know. The only bad thing was you had to spend 20 minutes pumping it up. Now you don't have to do that. They've kept that along, and I think that's brilliant, personally. These are definitely a lot more clunky. You know, they're more of like a, my eyes, a defenseman skate, you know? Block shots, stiff. This is very stiff. And like Chris has mentioned to me, they're like power skates. In my eyes, that doesn't fit my game. That doesn't, I'm more about speed, agility, whereas these are very clunky and stiff. For me, these rank lowest. They're big, they're clunky, they're heavy. They just don't fit my style of game or my style of play.
What were the foams like in comparison to the other two and the tongues?
Just about to get into that one. The foams on the inside, same again. They have a little bit less than the FT4 Pros and obviously a little bit more less than the 100Ks. But and again, that all depends on how much padding you want around your ankle, how stiff you want it on the inside of your boot. The tongues, I think, are very stiff, very big, very, again, clunky, you know? In my eyes, they're a defenseman skate, you know? Block shots, power strides, they're my least favourite out of the three. I think the main differences between them is definitely the weight and how like stiff they are. I think that's the main differences. Other than that, there's not really much to these skates, unfortunately. They're very big, they're very clunky, very stiff. If, I mean, that's your game and you like these, then go for them. But personally, these are lowest. If I had to rank them, I think I'd go 100Ks first. Just because they felt the most natural as soon as I stepped on. Like, these are fresh out of the box. I mean, we've got every box here, so we're not lying. These are fresh out of the box. They're brand new. Never worn any of them before. Obviously, I've had a season in the AS3 Pros, so obviously I've worn them before. But now they're my least favourite. I don't think they fit my style of play. I'd definitely put the 100Ks first. I think they'd fit my play first, and they felt so natural on the ice. I put them on, and they just felt like being back at home. You know, everyone knows who's watched videos before. I'm now in the Hyperlights, and you know, it felt nice to be back in CCM. If I was to do weight on skates like the boot, I'd go FT4 Pro lightest, 100Ks second, AS3 Pros heaviest.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Tommy.
You're welcome.
As always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Make sure that you thumbs up and subscribe so you can stay tuned with all of the videos that we post. A big thank you to the team here at Cambridge Ice Arena for making the video possible, and a big thank you to CCM for making the video possible. Take care, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.